Hey guys, I'm at my local Goodwill. I'm gonna go thrift shopping and try to find some things that I can either upcycle or just some antiques I can sell in my booth, Green Onion Vintage. So let's go. All right, it is much later in the same day and I have time now to share my haul with you. I got so much stuff today. Most of it is not for resale purposes, but there were some certain things that I was looking for that I was hoping to find, and I just got so lucky today. The Goodwill that is closest to me, it's normally not a great store, but they had extra workers in today and they were rearranging and organizing everything, and it looked really, really good in there, but it was also really full. So I don't know if they've been maybe like holding back on some inventory and then we're putting it all out today. I just feel like I came at the perfect time. So I got a bunch of good clothes mostly for like the upcoming fall season. And then a few pieces to sell in my antique booth, and some that are perfect for a project that I'm working on up in my hall. I'm making like a organized command center for the family, which is gonna be my next video. And I found just some of the perfect pieces for that project. I thought I was gonna have to go to Michael's today and get like some of the things that I actually found at Goodwill. That never happens to me. And then I had a really amazing find, not an antique, but something that's worth a lot of money that I was super excited about, that I'll share with you at the end. I'll do all my clothes and stuff later just in case you guys aren't interested in that, but I will start with some of the antiques I'm gonna sell. I do want to say that I brought my 7-year-old today, and he is very interested in entrepreneurship and everything that goes into my business. So every now and then I let him come along with me and pick out a few items that he can sell in the booth, and then I'll pay him his little bit of profit if that item sells. So he picked out this little copper pot for $4. He knows that we sell a lot of copper in our booth, so that was a little find that he was excited about, and so that was piece number 1. And then we spent quite a bit of time in the artwork because I'm trying to be a little bit more open-minded about the art that we sell, and I'm just looking for a few pieces for my own home. So he picked out this little one of this girl, just very primitive looking. I really liked this one. I liked all the colors they used. So he paid $3.64 for this. So those are the 2 things that he chose to sell in the booth. And I also grabbed this piece of artwork. It's not old or anything. It's actually from Kohl's. I think I'll paint the frame, and I might even paint the mat and just modernize it a little bit, but I liked the image, and it was $6.67, but it was actually 75% off of that, so it's only a couple dollars. So that's pretty much why I bought it. But I also liked that the image was, you know, mostly greens, neutral colors. Obviously it would look cute in somebody's bathroom. And then as far as artwork goes, I also grabbed this one. This one was $6. So that's just a nice large print. Definitely not an original piece or anything, but I will set this aside actually for fall. So probably in about August, we will switch over our booth inventory from a summer look into a fall look, and then right into Halloween actually. So I like to kind of hold on to some things that have more of the oranges and the browns and the yellows that will look good in our fall transition. So I'm going to pack this away and then pull this out again in a couple months. I was also happy to snag some rolling pins. So these were each $2.54, which is some of the best. Oh, this one was $3.67, but still some really good prices on rolling pins. I feel like I've seen rolling pins at our Goodwill before and the prices have been high. It's really been better lately. So I'm really hopeful that it's going to continue to be that way, because for a long time it was just like not even worth shopping there because I never found anything. And so this is my second time now where I've had a really good haul. So these were all only, you know, under $10 for all 3 of these. I will set these aside for a DIY project. And then I almost always grab glass bottles, especially with like wood lids. I thought these were really cute. This one was $1.32. And then this one was also $1.32. And a lot of this stuff I actually grabbed off the cart, so they hadn't even stocked them on the shelves yet. So these were something that I just grabbed right off of there. I was probably the first one to see them. So, I mean, I'll sell these for just a few dollars more. It's not a huge profit for me. I might even do like a little stamp on there. So I'll set them aside and see if I come up with any ideas for them, or I'll just sell them as is. Now these are a little different for me, but they definitely fit that kind of cottagecore vibe that is very popular right now. This one says Duncan Enterprises 1975, and then, I don't know, this one doesn't say a year, it just says Holland. Look under the price tag and see if it has a date on it. No date. Okay, but I still really like them. I mean, they're probably about from the same year because they are right next to each other. Also on the shelf, they hadn't been stocked yet. So I just love the very vintage detail of these. I don't know that I'm going to sell both of them. I think I might hold on to one of them for that command center wall that I was talking about. I think this would just add some cute character to that wall. I paid $1.32 for each of these, and they're ceramic. Now I also grabbed this little MDF bathroom shelf. Has a little towel rack here. It was only $3.67. So I'm gonna see if this works in my master bathroom, and if not, I will maybe paint it, or I might just sell it as is. Even do it for like under $10 still for somebody, so they'll get a really good deal because I got such a good deal. There's nothing wrong with it though, just a nice little shelf. And then I think my actual last like true antique is just this little spices cabinet, spices shelf I should say. Now this probably would have came with like a set of matching spice jars. Those were not there, or at least I didn't see them at the time. So that's actually something, if I do go back tomorrow, maybe I'll keep my eyes out. If whoever donated this shelf also donated the canisters, there's a good chance those got separated at some point. So maybe they will end up showing up in the store and I will just have to keep looking for those. But chances of me finding all of them are pretty slim as it is. But I still think this would be a cute little shelf for somebody's kitchen, even if you don't have all the matching jars. And it was only $3.67. I'm actually thinking about, I'm not sure if I want to do this, but I want to do something so badly with the oven cleaner where it kind of takes off the finish and gives it a really nice whitewashed look. I'm really wanting to do that with something, but I don't know what else. I don't want to like ruin the spices word. So I don't know if this is the right piece for me to do that. But that is on my mind to find something that I can do that with. Okay, so moving on to all of the stuff that I bought for my command center. If you don't know what I mean, I'm talking about just an area in my house where the family can come, and there's going to be a weekly calendar on the wall and maybe like little cubbies for everybody if they have something they need to work on, or even a cubby like for my husband of documents that he needs to look at. I just need somewhere where I can look and see everything going on in our life and know that I'm not missing something, because it feels so busy lately that I just feel like there's sometimes where I'm definitely forgetting something. So I'm making a command center where I can just see everything that's out in a nice visual way. So I am looking for things like cork boards, bulletin boards, like dry erase calendars, paper organizers, just basically anything to help me organize my life. And so I went to Goodwill, not really thinking I would find anything like that, but lo and behold, the first thing I found was in the frame section is this Happiness is Homemade sign. It still has the tag on it from Petal Lane Home. But why I really like this because it's actually a magnet board. So of course I can use it to display things that I need to remember. I'm the kind of visual person where if something gets put away in a drawer, like I will just completely forget that it exists. So I need somewhere where I can be very visual and see everything that is important and that needs done. So I liked this was a magnet board, and I thought the same was cute. So I paid $8 for this. It was one of the highest priced things, but I do think it just came out of inventory today. And I'm guessing something like this was probably $20 or $30 brand new, so that saved me from having to spend that money for something similar at Michael's. I also just grabbed a clipboard for $1 because I do want to hang a couple clipboards up on this wall that I have in my head, and just like have my kids' art or important papers to remember, anything really. But I wanted to grab a couple of these and it was only $1 there. And I couldn't believe I found this little paper holder to sit. I'm going to put a little bookshelf underneath all of my wall hangings. I had literally seen this exact same paper holder in one of my Pinterest boards as my inspiration for this space. So I could not believe that I found it there. It was only $2.54. So I know in Target this was probably more like $8 to $12. So I was really excited to find something so similar to the one that I had in my inspiration. And then the biggest surprise of all was that I was able to find a dry erase calendar. It was $6.67, but it has a blue tag, so it was 75% off. So it was a couple dollars. It has a little damage here, but I mean, for $2, it saved me so much money to not have to buy a new one. My son's already been kind of filling it out. So this was perfect. This was exactly what I had in mind. And like I said, $2, so you can't beat that. Okay, now I'm going to just show you really quickly the clothes that I grabbed. I am trying to be more thrifty with my clothes shopping this year. I had a really good luck at yard sales over the summer and even at a couple different thrift stores. I don't normally have a lot of luck at this Goodwill, but today they knocked it out of the park. They had so much stuff. So I grabbed several pieces. And when I'm thrifting at this point, I'm really trying to go for like classic pieces that are in a neutral color, that are going to last a long time and not look too trendy. So let me just show you really quickly what I grabbed. First was actually this top from Market and Spruce, which is actually a Stitch Fix brand, and I love the floral pattern. So that was a fun find. I think most things I got were about $4. But there were actually a couple pieces that had the blue tag, like this stripy shirt. So it was $4.79, but it was 75% off, so I paid a little under $2 for this probably. Can't go wrong with the black and white stripy shirt. I've gone through a million of them because I wear them so much. So this will be nice to have a new one for fall. I also grabbed this sweatshirt, just a crew neck. This is from the Gap. It was also a blue tag, so it was $4.79 and then 75% off of that. I just like that it had a little bit more detail on it, so it was a little more dressy than a typical crew neck might be. I love to wear a crew neck in the fall, and I just like that it was kind of a vintagey blue color, so super happy with that find. Keeping in like the neutral creams and whites, I got this thermal waffle knit, kind of like a dolman top. I tried all these things on and didn't turn them back inside out. Here we go. So this brand, actually the tag's cut off, so I have no idea. It looks like it might have been American Eagle. So it's just got that nice like waffle knit texture, which I love so much. So just nice and cozy, a little cream colored shirt. So that was a fun find also, and that one was $4.79. And then just another kind of like knit sweater material. This cream colored Henley. It's nice and thick. This is from Target. And again, just a really nice like neutral cream shirt. I'm trying to make my wardrobe just as easy as possible for me to look put together. And everything just kind of mix and match nice and easily. So I've really been doing well with that all summer. I found a lot of good pieces. But I think that today's haul really kind of rounds out, especially my fall and winter wardrobe. Two more things. I grabbed just another like light brown shirt from Old Navy. Just another nice basic. And then I grabbed a floral cardigan. I don't really have anything like this. It's from Market and Spruce also. So this is another Stitch Fix shirt. Just a black and white floral. It kind of goes like longer in the back, which I liked. It's nice and light. So I know I'll wear this a bunch when fall comes. And fall is my absolute favorite time of year to get dressed for. I love fall clothes. I do not enjoy dressing for the summertime, but that's okay. Right now we're just trying to survive. It's like 100 degrees outside all week. And then my absolute most amazing find of the day. So I have a little bit of a backstory here. My family just got back from camping and we hiked a little bit in Mammoth Cave National Park. So we are officially like national park nerds. We loved it so much, and it's not even one of the good national parks. It's a fairly mediocre one according to most of the reviews we read online. We love Mammoth Cave though. It was really cool to walk in the caves, and then there was a lot of good hiking around it. All that to say, when we got home, my husband and I were like, we're gonna get some hiking gear. My husband had researched some hiking boots he was gonna get, and he landed on buying some Merrell boots. There was a few different brands, and that was one he tried on at Bass Pro Shop that he really liked. And I had seen some too, but they are really expensive boots. They're about $100. They can go up to like $175. They might even be more than that. So he ended up buying a pair around $100, and I just figured I'd wait for a while because it's not like an urgent thing that we're going to go hiking again very soon, but we would like to do it more often. And we would like to travel more as well now that he has a remote job. And our kids are pretty good to travel. So I went to Goodwill today and I saw that there was a pair of Merrell tennis shoes on a rack, and I got really excited, but they weren't my size. They were a size 10. So they're just a little bit too big, and I was really disappointed. But then I had the thought, like, if I happened across some Merrell boots here, that would just completely make my day. And I went through all the women's shoes, and there was no hiking boots or anything. So I just moved on with my life, no big deal. And then I decided to just flip through like the men's section of shoes. Saw a pair of Merrell boots, and like, I wouldn't think twice about wearing a pair of men's boots. But I found this pair of Merrell hiking boots. They look like they are brand new, except they have been worn in the mud, but the treads are all like completely there. They're not squished down at all. The inside looks completely clean and new. And they were exactly my size. And they're women's boots that someone had just placed in the men's section in my size in wonderful condition for $8. It's the best. It's like the best feeling in the world, isn't it? So I was so excited to find these. I mean, I do think they're like a couple years old because I don't see these on their current website, but I do not care about that at all. For $8, these are some like very high quality hiking boots. And I was literally expecting to have to pay close to $100 in the near future for some good hiking boots. So this saved me so much money and was just really, really exciting to find something that I had literally just thought about buying like 2 days ago. So that was my super fun find of the day. I can't believe how nice they are still. And my husband's pretty shocked because he's kind of a doubter of Goodwill and finding things that you actually need at the thrift store. But I think I proved him wrong today. So some Merrells, $8. I mean, it's crazy. All right, but that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything that I bought today. I didn't buy a ton to upcycle though, and I really need to get some projects going, so I definitely will be back at Goodwill this week. So if you want to see some more of my Goodwill shopping and hauls, make sure you subscribe, and I would love to see you in my future videos. So I appreciate you guys being here with me today. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite item was that I found today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.